Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope that you are all doing well on this Monday and that you're starting your week off healthy, your family's healthy, you have the supplies you need. I wanted to talk this morning. I haven't did a video in a very long time. I slowed down like right before the coronavirus and everything started happening because I always promised myself I never wanted to do videos if I could not be authentic in the video or had nothing to say. A lot of times I would not do videos when I was dealing with myself on things. And then a lot of my videos I talk about times I'm dealing with myself. But today I want to say and want to talk about being consistent during a pandemic. Now, I don't know about you, but I've never experienced nothing like this before as far as a pandemic is concerned. I've experienced scares. We've had bird flu scares and different scares, but nothing that actually forced us to be still. I want to say to you, I just want to encourage you. And I say this coming from a place where I even had to take some time to encourage myself to record this. And I want to say that I've had great days and very low days during this time. One thing that I have noticed is that it has forced me to make sure I practice everything that I've said in all of the videos that I've done over the past year. Every day Facebook pulls a video up that I did. It says 1 year ago today, 1 year ago today, because I was doing one every day for a while. And then I started seeing those messages and I was like, I got to start living what I've been seeing. Being consistent during the pandemic. And when I know consistency is hard to have because things have changed so much. A lot of you are out of work, definitely praying for you. A lot of us don't even know for sure we're going to have jobs soon or what's going to happen financially for our families. But most of all, trying to stay healthy. And for me, most of all, never to lose faith, never to get depressed, never to go back to a life that I've actually moved on and done my best to run from and stay away from. So, that's what I want to say this morning. And I want to talk about a few things that I'm going through just to encourage somebody that may be going through these things as well. I am an extrovert. And one of the hardest things I've had to do was be still. There is not enough Tiger King documentaries or movies on Netflix or Amazon Prime or every service I have that does not make me have to have moments of reflection inside my home. Working from home, I can be busy all day long, but there's still going to be moments of reflection where I have to deal with myself. With me going through a divorce at this time, it was very difficult because as soon as everything went down, the first thing I wanted to do was make sure that my wife and her son were okay. But we are separated. We are exchanged. We're estranged. We're separated. It was difficult because that was my first inclination. Even before all of that, we had kind of both went on with our lives. And that was something to deal with because at that point, it made me sit down and deal with myself on, have I been keeping myself busy? Have I been ignoring things that are going on inside of me? And that's one of the things that I think that is so good about this situation is that it gives us time to be still and deal with ourselves. Now, the other part to that is I could not let dealing with myself make me inconsistent with the things that I know I need to do to still be a father to my son, to still take care of my responsibilities, to still perform and do my duties and my job, to still be a man of God. I can't let those things fall to the wayside because of the pandemic or pandemic equals fear. The fear of things that I have no control over. I have no control over about what's happening with my job. I have no control over what's happening with the world. All I can do is do my best to stay healthy, keep my son healthy, and my family and loved ones in prayer to make sure that we all come out of this on the other side. And then we start there. Even on the other side, we do not clearly know how things are going to happen on the other side. But this is the time to activate all the things that I've ever talked about. I had to put them in activation. The words, the scriptures, everything means so much more. This morning, as I was taking my run and I was headed out to do my thing, and just the first morning that I've actually walked out the house and said, I'm going to go ahead and get me a mile in because I can't let this go. I got to get my health back in order. And I was listening to T.D. Jakes, and he did a really long, great the message on Jesus Wept. Very simple. And it was so powerful, it just motivated me to come in and speak about that because I want to show you that even if I know a lot of you supported my messages, you support a lot of the things I do, I stay busy, God has blessed me to have so many different things in my life and so much success. But I'm human, and so I just want to encourage you that if we need to reach out to each other, let's do it. I realized during these times that the conversations with my loved one and family ones have changed, and the idea of not maybe possibly seeing them in the foreseeable future. I've had a very close friend of mine that is in the hospital that's been diagnosed with COVID-19. He's doing a lot better now. Praying for him, but he's going to pull through. But he's been in the hospital since last week. So I want to say to you, let's encourage each other, even through the times you got to be still. Take the time to really focus on your mind. That'll be the first thing to go. Your mind and fear will take you into another place that can create scenarios that can take you to a very dark place. Do not allow that to happen. Understand that there are things that you cannot control. Understand that God is still in control. Understand that you need to do what you need to do and remain consistent during the pandemic. What I mean by consistent with your mental health, consistent with your health, consistent with your responsibilities, and do your best regardless. All right. I'm going to cut it off right there, but I would love to hear from all of you. I'm always available if you want to chat or DM. Actually, I'm working from home, so you can always reach out to me. But I want you to be blessed. I want your home to be blessed. I want your home to be healthy. And I know that you feel the same way for mine. So let's claim that in Jesus' name, and let's move forward and make this happen. Be consistent during this pandemic.